Well, Nigel, to say there was nothing riding on that game, it was quite the contest, a 9-goal thriller.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Whether it's anything on it or not, it's nice to put a good performance in, score some goals, and really should have scored more. If we're being picky, the 3 goals conceded weren't good enough, but we created possibly enough chances to have double figures tonight.
Yeah, 2-2 at the break, but you really turned the screw in the second half.
Yeah, we had the same amount of chances, I think, throughout the whole game. Our finishing was a little bit better in the second half, that was all.
What pleased you most from tonight's performance?
Just the attitude generally of the players who were not in the starting 11 last Saturday. And also I thought the performance of James Gale was very encouraging tonight.
Any other standout performers?
Lovely to get Ryan Sturt back on the pitch. And Will Forrest, that's the first time we've seen him. And I think all 3 of them did very well tonight. And I thought Jason Law playing at left back, out of position, is normally a bit further forward and everything, more of an attacking player. I thought he acquitted himself very well.
You picked out James Gale firstly there. Tell us a bit more about him.
Well, he started training with the academy from Long Eaton United, and they sort of got their eyes on him, and he joined us a couple of months ago. Been with the first team the vast majority of the time, and we've been very impressed. I think he's improving each week, each training session, and he doesn't look out of place with the first team. So he's a big old unit, and he's got an eye for a goal as well. And you look at the sort of nuisance value that he showed tonight. Some good touches as well. Made the goal, probably the most important goal, just before half time, winning a tackle in the left wing position. And then we got the crossing in, and JJ02 scored it. So very pleased with him.
And Danny Johnson got a hat-trick tonight. Not too long ago, he'd been suffering with a lack of confidence. That will do him the world of good.
Yeah, I think he's getting his goal against Tranmere a couple of weeks ago. It was good for him, and couldn't get him in the starting 11 at Sunderland. But just thought it'd be good for him to get an hour tonight under his belt, keep ticking over, stay sharp, and hopefully get a goal. And he's got himself 3. So all very good finishes. I think one of the things that pleased us most about him tonight, I think after he got his second, he got played half clear, and he reversed a magnificent pass through to Tyrese Sinclair, which just shows the sort of quality he has, and also the unselfishness.
Yeah, Tyrese himself, he may well have had a hat-trick tonight as well.
2 hat-tricks, I would think, wouldn't be too over optimistic. He had enough chances and didn't hit the target enough tonight.
Did any of the players tonight give you food for thought in terms of the team selection, the starting 11 ahead of the league game on Saturday at Stevenage, Nigel?
Yeah, of course you can't ignore when your striker gets a hat-trick, certainly. But we've just put a brilliant performance in against Sunderland last week, so we'll assess that later this week.
Let's move on. Last night, the Stags were drawn in the Emirates FA Cup second round away to Doncaster Rovers. What was your reaction to that draw?
Mixed, really. Pleased with the draw in some ways. It's a good one for us location-wise. Pleased for the supporters that in the next few weeks we're going to Sutton, we're going to Crawley, we're going to Stevenage on Saturday. Pleased that it's local. Would love it to be even more local and be here at the One Call Stadium. I think that's 4 or 5 now consecutive draws away from home in the FA Cup. So we're due a home one. That was the only thing. Would have loved to have been at home against them.
Stevenage on Saturday. You and I spoke earlier on the phone, and there are a few first-team doubts in terms of the players. Could you tell us more for the record?
Yeah, Elliot Hewitt's playing with a couple of things at the moment, so we're keeping an eye on him. He doesn't do much training between games, if any at all, so we'll see how he is. Kellen Gordon's just had an injection in his knee today, so that'll need a few days to settle down. George Lapsley came off with a sore thigh on Saturday. See how he is, and Rhys Oates with a sore groin. I think they were the main ones.
3 wins on the spin now. Doesn't matter what competition, does it at all? That will keep the momentum going. You will hope.
You hope so. And even in this sort of dead rubber tonight, that's the idea. As I said to the players downstairs, when you do it properly and you work hard and you get it and you pass and you go forward, it's much more enjoyable football. And I think we've done that tonight.
Do you feel now, without wanting to get ahead of yourselves, that things are slowly starting to go your way?
I think the last 5 performances now, I think we started against Port Vale when we hit our little rock bottom against Northampton away. I think since that point, I think the 5 performances could have easily led to 5 wins. Against Port Vale, if we'd have scored the penalty before half time or been awarded the blatant one in the second half, I think we'd have won. We're up at Exeter with 25-30 minutes to go or whatever, 1-0, could have got something there, and then we've had the last 3 victories. So I hope so, but I think it will be getting ahead of ourselves. We had a bad 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it was, and I hope we're coming out of it.
Not quite a sea change yet then?
No, well, we'll see. I think the next sort of 4 or 5 games we've got will define our season. I think going to Stevenage, Scunthorpe, Sutton and Crawley, and then Doncaster in the FA Cup. I think those 5 games will go a long way to deciding which direction we're going in.
That's a big statement.
I just feel they're 5 very important games. You've got 12 league points at stake and a place in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. It's that time of the season before you go into the busy Christmas period where you've always got points at stake. We can put ourselves towards halfway up the league if we can have a good run in the next few games.
May I ask you, from the remaining games in this month of November, what points tally you're targeting?
None. Not no points. No target. We're going to Stevenage on Saturday, and we're going to try our best to win the game and go from there.
What do you make of Stevenage? They're near you in the League Two table, but they're quite a solid side at home. They've only lost once at home this season.
I think better, similar to us, better than their league position suggests. And got some good players, and we know one of them in particular, Jamie Reid. If he plays, will be trying his socks off as he always does. But I think they're a good home side. Similar to ourselves, we feel as though we perform better at home, and we've got to improve our away record.
Yeah, is that the real target now, first and foremost? Obviously, you're away on Saturday, but in the interim, really improving that away record.
Yeah, and when we talk about those 5 games, 4 out of the 5 are on the road. So 3 long trips as well. So it's that's why it's going to be so decisive.
Thanks, Nigel.